Today on the channel, we take a trip back to WrestleMania 6 with the WrestleMania Elite 2023 Dusty Rhodes, if you will.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another WrestleMania Elite unboxing and review. And today from the WrestleMania 2023 Elite line, we've got Dusty Rhodes from WrestleMania 6. But remember, for all your wrestling figure needs, WWE, AEW, and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10%. And now we got Dusty Rhodes' triumphant return to the Elite line. Dusty's one of those characters that gets peppered in every once in a while, but it's been a little bit since we've had an old school Polka Dot version of Dusty Rhodes, and I guess it's all old school when we're talking Dusty Rhodes these days. But of course, a lot of fans out there remember him most prominently, especially if you're a WWF fan back in the day, you remember him in the Polka Dots. And this is the one from WrestleMania 6 when he had old Sweet Sapphire with him, and they took on the Macho Man, of course. We all remember that one. WrestleMania 6, probably the crowning achievement in wrestling, as we all know. Quite the main event that night. Oh, what a night it was. Never forget it. But anyways, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's take a look at old Dusty Rhodes. Oh boy. And this is, of course, part of the Mean Gene Okerlund Build-A-Figure wave. You guys know I absolutely love Build-A-Figures. I think it is something that Mattel especially should do a lot more of. I think they should dangle that carrot into the basic waves, really get some more characters out there. But as of right now, it's just the pay-per-view waves that are getting Build-A-Figures. But boy, Mattel, I think it's time to put them in a lot of other waves. But here we are. We're off to the races. Got the old WWE logo, the Elite logo, old WrestleMania logo. WrestleMania going Hollywood in 2023. We're getting ahead of things here. And then you got Dusty smiling, a happy guy. You got the Mean Gene, Dusty Rhodes. And then you got the pack right there. True Effects, WWE Elite, Hollywood, Dusty Rhodes. It's all there on the side. And then you got old Dusty's smiling face. Looking all happy, if you will, right there. Dusty looking good. On the back, we got the good cross-sell down below. Of course, we got Dusty, you've got Macho Man, you've got Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, and you've got The Rock. We'll be unboxing all these guys on the channel. Then at the very end, we're going to rank the entire wave and build the Mean Gene, so you want to make sure you subscribe to this very channel. You don't want to miss it. Got the tail of the tape, got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend, and I mean it, old friend Dusty Rhodes. From Austin, Texas. Beautiful this time of year. A little bit warm, but that's okay. That's Austin for you. Keep Austin weird, folks. Keep Austin weird. But he was there. Willie Nelson, I'm sure we're old friends back in the day, as we know. Height 6'2", weight 275 pounds. Finisher, of course, the bionic elbow. Watch out, that elbow. Oh man, dangerous. Career highlights: world champion, United States champion, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. The American Dream and Sweet Sapphire. Oh yeah, Sweet Sapphire. 1-1 for the Common Man against the Macho King and Queen Sherry at WrestleMania 6. Never forget that match on the undercard. It's just crazy. A lot of people do think, that was the height of Dusty Rhodes when, boy, oh boy, he had quite the career before he came to the WWF, as we all know. But a lot of people do remember the Polka Dot Dusty, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. It's somewhere in the middle. There's that old background there, a little starburst action, looking good. See you later, off to the races. And we got the old plastic prison. Doesn't look like Dusty's locked in anywhere. I always appreciate that. Does come with the Mean Gene Build-A-Figure piece, and there it is, and a couple extra hands. It always confuses me, though. Is it like Dusty's hands here or those Mean Gene hands? It's always a little confusing. I guess I should have looked on the back of the box. I think I got another box here. I got the Rock's box. Let me see here. I don't know. I think he's only supposed to have one extra set of hands for Mean Gene, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But there's old Dusty there in the plastic prison. Let's pop him out. Let's pop everything out. See what's going on. See what all the fuss is about, as one might say. And I got one little disappointing aspect of this one, and I'll talk about it here. And probably a lot of you guys maybe don't have this problem I do, but we'll see. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we're going to start with the accessories first. What comes with old Dusty here? Of course, you get the Mean Gene body. Nice suit coat going on here, I believe. Nope, I was going to say I thought I could remove the suit coat, but it looks like, is it glued in there? I don't know, we'll dissect it when we get to old Mean Gene later on. We get extra sets of hands here. Dusty's got a finger pointing hand and a gripping hand. We got the exact opposites here, so always good, I guess. Always a little strange. You can choose your own adventure, which hand you'd rather have him pointing with, I guess. So we have that. And then we got 2 Fists of Fury for old Dusty Rhodes. He's got to have the Fists of Fury. We got those. So we got all kinds of extra hands going on with Dusty Rhodes. Now, one thing he doesn't have here that I really wish he did, I wish he had his bandana, because I might as well pull this out. Of course, this is the old legend Dusty Rhodes, very comparable. Obviously, different polka dot shirts going on, but very similar, of course, throughout. We've got some bells and whistle updates that we'll get to. But of course, we all know this Dusty Rhodes came with a bandana, and for whatever reason, I cannot find that bandana in my collection. I've been hunting for it. I have it in my eBay save searches. In case I come across one, I'll probably just buy one, because I don't know if I'm ever going to find that. And I was kind of hoping, selfishly, that this one would come with that same bandana. I could just buy 2 of these and bam, swap one over to him. Unfortunately not. So if any of you guys got a good deal or an extra bandana for Dusty rolling around, let me know. I might be a buyer for you. But let's break down this old Dusty Rhodes figure here. A lot of the same stuff here, but a lot of differences here, so I always appreciate that. So let's start first. Let's look at the head on this Dusty Rhodes. Very interesting. I don't understand. This is a very large head on Dusty, and I'm sure Dusty, like myself, we probably both have a very big head. Dusty does have a big head, but boy, this is a big head with a long face. Of course, the mouth is open. You got the tongue sticking out. Very interesting look to Dusty, and I think we all would know if somebody popped this off, said, here you go. I think you would know this is Dusty Rhodes, but boy, it is different. It is a little bit, I don't know if shocking is the right word, but his eyes being wide open, his mouth being open like that, and then of course the bright blonde hair. It's definitely Dusty, but it's a heck of a lot different than this one. Even the curls, this is a very curly haired Dusty. This is a little curl, but a little bit more wavy straight. Definitely different. Both look like Dusty at the end of the day. I wish it had his blade scars on there. We don't get any of that going on. But definitely a good-looking Dusty, but a different-looking Dusty. A little bit of a shocking-looking Dusty. It almost looks like kind of an old grandma. It's kind of what it looks like there, but it's Dusty. I think most people would guess it is Dusty Rhodes. For sure. Then we're getting down to Dusty here. Let's break down, I guess let's go through the articulation before we get into everything else. So the arms go all the way around, of course. Bicep back and forth. Double jointed pinless elbows. That's one of the great updates we got here. Then you get the hands removable, hands back and forth, side to side. You do get the ab crunch, of course. You do get waist back and forth. He can do those big old Dusty Rhodes splits if you need him to. He's got big old tree trunk legs. You got the thigh cut. You got the double jointed knees, very tight knees. You get the boot cut, and then you get the ankles back and forth, up and down. So all the current modern elite articulation here, the pinless joints, a game changer, as you guys know I always say. Love the soft goods shirt on this one, the yellow with the black polka dots. I think most people, when they think Dusty, they think of the black with the yellow polka dots, but he would mix it up sometimes. He'd mix it up, and it does look really good there. And then you get the polka dot shorts. Pretty much the same body down below, except with no, it is the exact same. You get a little bit brighter yellow cowboy boots where it's a little bit duller here. You get the same knee pads. And this could be just age fading these, but they do seem a little bit more vibrant. Of course, you do get the white painted on kind of knee sleeves underneath. That is different. The tights are the exact same. So you get a lot of reuse here, but some updated bells and whistles, which I do like. You get the yellow painted on wrist tape here, where you get a little black on this one. You get the black elbow pad here, just a generic, no, it is, same one. I thought this was a generic one, but it's the same exact elbow pad between the two. You do get Dusty's big old splotch on his stomach, his patented splotch. We got to have that there, so we do have that. Of course, the shirt is removable with Velcro. It's a beautiful, nice, soft shirt. Just a good Dusty Rhodes, and one for old school. And I keep saying old school, but what is old school with Dusty? Everything is old school with Dusty, I guess. But as far as old school WWF Dusty Rhodes, I think this is going to be a must-have for a lot of people in their collection, because this one, over 10 years old at this point. Not a lot of people having a chance for this version of Dusty. There was a basic that was somewhat similar, and then the last couple of Dustys we got in the Elite line were more NWA-type Dusty Rhodes. So I think a lot of people will be clamoring for this, and of course you got to have them to pair with your Macho Man, so you can relive WrestleMania 6 at your home. And of course, we'll unbox that Macho Man here on the channel. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? And of course, he fits like butter. Fits smooth on there. Smooth on there, old Dusty Rhodes. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Get your ringside collectible stands. Got to make sure you get the Mattel ones, obviously, for a Mattel figure. But man, oh man, I love this Dusty. Maybe it's just the youth in me. WrestleMania 6 nostalgia, but I'm here for this. I love the update. I love the updated articulation. I love the updated colors, making it feel like Dusty, but a little bit different because we know he didn't wear this shirt all that much. So a little bit of a deep cut, but I am here for it. I'm here for more stuff like this. I love Legend figures. This would have fit at home in the Target Legends line even. So it's always fun to get these in another line to save us room for more Legends in that line. Just all around, I gotta recommend this one. It's a must-have, if you ask me, from where I sit. As you guys know, that's right here at this very table. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking up this Dusty Rhodes? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Make sure you like the video. Give it the old thumbs up. It helps the channel, as you guys know. Also helps the channel when you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Like I said, we're unboxing all these WrestleMania figures here on the channel. You don't want to miss one of those. Of course, don't forget about the Patreon where you can get all these videos much earlier than traditional YouTube. And especially currently when I've had to unbox about 100 figures over the last week, there's a ton of early content on the Patreon for you guys. Probably a month's worth of content over there. Jack's Class Superstars videos, I'm already done through next year for traditional YouTube. So you can get way ahead on your videos if you scroll that Patreon feed. There is a lot of bonus content for you guys, and I appreciate all you guys that choose to support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt, and don't forget to follow along on social media. SirPaul64 is where you find me on Twitter. Don't forget about Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Dusty Rhodes, WrestleMania 6, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.